I want to get this out up front. I'm excited about everything always. That's just kind of the way that I roll.
Yeah.
I mean, the Warriors play the Lakers tomorrow night. I can't wait to get home. I run to the car and get home because the game is on. That's one thing that's me. And that's one of the reasons, and it's only one of them. But from a baseball perspective, one of the reasons I love the game is because I can use that phrase 162 times. The game is on. I'm going to go home, and the game is on. I love that. I love the game on when I'm focused on it. I love it on in the background. So we're talking out excitement levels in terms of what's coming as we now move into the post-football era, 2024. May it rest in peace. Mwah. We loved you. We miss you already.
P.S. We'll never forget you for a number of reasons.
Crap.
Right?
Anyway.
Sorry, but that's true.
Grandi said something earlier today before the show, and it didn't stick with me because of what he said. It stuck with me because of how he said it. Now, Grandi, and I'm going to paraphrase. I could pull the text, but I'll just paraphrase. He expressed excitement about Giants baseball, but he said so in such a way that was like, look, don't kill me, okay? I don't even know why I feel this way.
Right.
But I kind of do. Please don't be mad. And it spoke to me because when I look at what's going on with the Giants, and I know you boys, some of you are listening to me set this up and you're already like, oh, we're going to point a Farhan gun right at Willard's head because here he goes. Here he goes. I already said what I said yesterday. This pitching staff is not ready. That's not a viable starting rotation. When Farhan says he's done, you better not be. By the way, I did reach out to someone who I really, really respect, who is really, really dialed in. And I said, please tell me that that's negotiating. They're not, quote unquote, done. The response I got was, they're just waiting for prices to go down. So the Boars 4 is still out there, or whatever transaction, trade, who knows what. I don't buy it that they're done. However, if you wanted me to Farhan all over the place, I can. I could tell you that they've spent the second most dollars in free agency.
Please don't.
I could. It's a fact.
Great.
Okay, I could say that. I could tell.
On injured guys and question marks, but that's okay. But I don't want to counterpoint your enthusiasm with, my own analysis.
Again, I'm saying I could say that. I didn't.
You did.
I could.
By saying I could and then saying it is you saying it.
But I could.
Just so you know that.
But I didn't.
You did.
Fine. So.
Just so you know, you said it.
No, but I could.
But you did.
The other thing I could say
and you're going to, so just say it.
We've been told that the Giants are a bunch of dead personality fish. And the two biggest free agents they've signed are Jung-Hoo Lee and Jorge Soler. Now that's different, right? We got bat flips and chest bumps and nicknames and wearing chains.
Ooh, chains.
We don't know, right? If you watch Jorge Soler hit a home run, it looks different than when Yaz hits one.
Right.
We don't put the head down and let's run around. No. Let's freak out and celebrate. That's a Jorge Soler home run. Hopefully he's healthy enough to hit one this year.
There it is. There's the caveat.
All right. Put it all together, and here's the point that I do want to make. I think that it's a bummer. I get it, but it's a bummer that the toxicity of the fan base right now, which is understandable, that anger is totally understandable, but I think it's a bummer that fan toxicity is almost ready to be turned on the fans themselves. You want to be mad at Farhan? I get it. You want to be mad at Larry Bear? My God, I get it. You want to make fun of the Giants for the last 2 years? I get it. And you've got a lot of points. And you are right with the way they have treated you, the fan. But why is it that if a fan today is excited about Giants season, you kind of have to duck right after you say that? Because that's what it felt like when Grandi texted us today.
Well, he said that he's very positive, and I am in the minority here, and I don't know why I feel this way, especially considering how I felt about the team at the end of last season. Right. I think that's a fair way to go about it. I don't know if you necessarily have to duck, but I don't want you to expect to have a large number of people next to you sharing your excitement. And you and I were talking about this during the break. My excitement level for the Giants right now on February 21st is about a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, in part because of the roster, but also in part because of the calendar. Yeah, I'm just not ready to dive both feet in. And you say that Jung-Hoo Lee has got a great personality and that Jorge Soler wears chains and he hits home runs and all the rest of it. That'll all be determined when we get to actual games in April. Well, and yes, spring training, once the real games and spring training start, I'll keep an eye on it, or 2 eyes, and you'll start to watch as things develop and you start to see players and who might make the team and who might not. But right now, my excitement level for baseball in general is just never that high because it's February.
Totally fine.
So I don't think you need to duck because you are super excited.
Let's go through the whole text, because this is in text form. This is ducking.
I don't think so, because a lot of it had to do with a comparison between two different teams. And I think that the ducking comes from, some of us on the thread being more excited about another team than that team.
That all came later. This text came well before that idea ever came up. What are you more excited about? That was Lucas trying to be a jerk. About 7 minutes later, Lucas is like, what do you like better, Giants or Warriors? Pick one. Like, that's Lucas just being that needler personality that he is. Always trying to get under your damn shirt, trying to get in there and run around.
And he got you.
Yeah, you want to go get coffee? Like, not just.
What a jerk.
Yeah. Like,
chill, producing coffee.
Like, chill, bro. Like, book someone. Anyway.
Bobby Marks, 445.
Thank you. I know, I'm totally.
He did get your goat.
I'm totally kidding.
Matt.
I'm totally kidding.
Turns out your goat fence is about a foot high.
No, this is well before that. And that's why I bring it up. This just came from Grandi's brain. That's it. Nowhere else. No, this is unprompted. Listen to the sort of apologetic tone of the whole thing. I'm also very positive. I am in the minority here, and IDK why I feel this way, parentheses, especially considering how I felt about the team at the end of last year, end parentheses. But I think the Giants have had a very good offseason, and I'm actually excited, like way more than I thought I would be. They're once again suffering from setting their own expectations too high. If they just kept their damn mouths shut about signing a superstar, then this offseason would be looked at in a much better light. This team is loads better than last year.
When healthy. I don't know where the ducking is coming in. Nobody fired back at him. Nobody attacked you or him.
I wasn't even a part of this.
Right.
I hadn't even said anything. I hadn't even said anything about the Giants.
Right. I don't sense the ducking from Mark Grandi because he's expressing that he's more excited about this team and he doesn't know why.
He used the word excited after 8 lines of text before he could use the word excited.
Well, he led with, I'm also very positive.
You know what that is, Dibs? That's called a qualification sensation.
Oh, okay.
You got 8 lines and parentheses. There's parentheses in here.
Yeah.
Now listen, I know that they're the Giants, and I don't know.
Well, the phrase
why
was,
I feel this way.
I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a little bit of a qualification.
There you go. And we got an IDK in there. I don't even know why I feel this way. Maybe I just drank something. I don't know.
It's possible.
And considering this, and then when you consider that, and once I'm done with 8 lines, I'm kind of excited.
I just don't feel, in my heart of hearts, I feel like they don't deserve my excitement, but I can't help but feel excited.
And that's, look, all opinions and feelings and emotions are fair. They're yours. So, no, I'm not telling anybody else to be excited. I thought this struck my funny bone that, as you even hear Mark say right there, it's almost like, I'm excited. I don't think I'm allowed to be. And I know that this will not be popular, but I am.
Oh, he's allowed to be, but how excited is he? Is he running out and buying season tickets or buying a Jorge Soler mini plan?
I think we pay him. What's the matter with you?
Coach, it's a text. I don't think that he's really.
Let's move on.
I don't think he's really that excited at all.
I think he is. Look at him. He's smiling.
He's embarrassed because we're talking about him.
He's blushing.
He doesn't like to be the center of attention except for 6 to 7.
He wants his cheeks to be orange. It's Orange-tober.
It's an Orange Friday.
That's right.
It's an Orange Friday with his cheeks.
Nobody like him.
You know what I think it is? Right. I think for the first time in weeks, it finally starts to feel like baseball season. The sun is finally out. I think that's what got you, Grandi. The sunshine.
The sun came out 2 hours ago for the first time.
That's when he sent the text.
No, it's not.
Good point.
It was pouring when he sent it.
It was 11 o'clock, when he sent it.
It was pouring. I took the dog to the park. That park was wet.
I'm just
Point
interested.
stands feels like baseball season.
Yeah, I'm just interested by two things. One, the notion of, the Giants' offseason being better than they're getting credit for. That's yet to be determined. I don't necessarily see that, but I do think that he's right about their expectations. And if they wouldn't put it out there that they're going big game hunting and winding up without any big game again, that I do think leads to what you're talking about, where people are expecting things that aren't delivered. Whether or not the expectation came from Farhan's mouth himself, the notion is the Giants are going to go big game hunting. And when you say they spent the second most in free agency, and if that's factually accurate, and I believe that it is, the Giants fans in general would say, how? I haven't heard of any of these guys. Jung-Hoo Lee? The majority of fans would not know who Jung-Hoo Lee is.
That's a 9-figure deal.
But you're missing the point. The majority of fans don't know who he is.
That doesn't matter.
That matters to the extent of expectations because they didn't land players that we know about.